King Edgy here, bringing you another Gen 1 video, and in this one we are taking on Yazu in a best of 5. We're in week 3 of our tournament here. So far we've gone to 5 in each of the earlier sets. We'll see what happens in this best of 5. Yazu, widely considered the best Gen 1 randoms player out there, at least in my opinion, I think so. Just sniped our record for most consecutive match wins earlier this year. Although ours is still active, so we might try to take it back, but we'll see how it goes. And if you recall, Yazu beat us last year in August tournament with a Swords Dance pincer that could not be stopped. So here we go. Dodrio versus Nidoran. How do you feel about it? Well, it's like fine, but not super great. I think we're going to switch, and I think we're going to switch into our own Nidoran. Let's see what happens here. Get a nice body slam there. No big deal, no big deal. We'll go ahead and body slam right back into this Blizzard. Kind of surprised about that Blizzard there, because I think 2 body slams and a Blizzard would have knocked us out, and the paralysis chance is pretty real. So kind of unfortunate there that we didn't get a para in either of our 2 body slams, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. And we're going to have to switch out into something that one-shots the Nidoran, and our only option, I think, is going to be Dugtrio, because that's the only thing that's faster than it, and one-shots it. Dodrio would one-shot with a Hyper Beam, but you don't want to risk having to go Hyper Beam so early in a match when we don't know any of Yazu's teams, and something that could happily switch into a Hyper Beam and one-shot Dodrio in return could be really bad. So we'll see what happens here. See what happens here. Yeah, so that Blizzard doing 30. Oh, Doduo comes out. Okay. All right, so that's not super great, but let's check it out here. Doduo versus Dugtrio. I mean, you should think that Trio would beat the duo, but it doesn't. Like, really doesn't. And this is not a great spot for us. Oh, boy. Yeah, this is not great. We'll probably need a crit here. Double Edge, because he's not going to use Double Edge. He's just going to use Body Slam for sure. We'll go ahead and get the crit Rock Slide here. Nope. Big Body Slam. Doesn't get the para, so that's nice. We'll get the crit Rock Slide this time around, maybe? No, still no. He goes Agility. He doesn't. Okay, that's fine. We go back to the Drio here for the knockout. This is not a good start for us. Like, pretty bad, actually. Yeah, pretty bad. Yeah, the paralysis on the Nidoran could have changed everything, because then we would have gotten 1 more attack off and wouldn't have had to reveal Dugtrio. But we'll see what comes out to handle this Dodrio. It is Squirtle. We've got a nice Lapras to handle Squirtle here. It can't counter. I mean, it could, but we did such little damage last time that it's no big deal. And now we're feeling slightly better. Venomoth comes out here. How do we feel about that? Not great. Really pretty not great. Who are we going to sacrifice here? I think it has to be Pinsir, actually, because Venomoth is faster than Pinsir. We don't feel like we can set up effectively with Pinsir at this point in time. We're going to switch back to Lapras here, even if he goes Stun Spore, because we can rest out of it. So it's no big deal to us. Psychic doesn't do a ton. It does lower our special, which is unfortunate. But we do get the freeze, which is fortunate. And then we can, I guess, just T-Bolt in case. Okay, Mayim comes out. That freeze was pretty big for us. We get to go Chansey here, which is nice. Chansey can just go ahead and go for damage, I think. That's what we'll do, because if we can get him in range for a hyper beam, that would be nice. Expect the switch out to Squirtle, maybe? Or maybe to his last, I don't know. But we're suddenly finding ourselves in a slightly better position. Yazu always does save a good surprise for last, though, so we'll see. Venomoth comes out here. That's all right. We can try to Thunder Wave something, potentially. It doesn't really make sense, though, so we'll just go ahead and T-Bolt again. Doesn't work. T-Bolt once more. Executor comes out. Maybe trying to catch the Lapras? Maybe trying to catch the T-Bolt. He could explode here. And then our situation wouldn't be super great. But we're just going to Ice Beam once. He lowered our special again. He's been getting every one of those things. We'll go ahead and Soft Boiled here. He might explode this turn as well, like very possible. We're just hoping, yeah, Lapras can handle some things here. That's what we are hoping for. In particular, Dodrio versus Squirtle is the interesting matchup, right? So he can't risk losing Squirtle because he needs it for Dodrio. And he can safely pivot into Venomoth, so I do think we go Dodrio here. And go for the Body Slam. I think he'll probably switch out into... Oh, he doesn't. And we get the Para. He paralyzes us, but that doesn't matter too much. Whoa, okay. I'm surprised by that. Lapras now does some good work. Squirtle could counter. So you can go Pinsir here. Squirtle did not have counter, perhaps. Not sure. We can go Lapras and Thunderbolt. Squirtle can't possibly stay in here, right? He's got to go to Venomoth here. Yeah. And the question now is, like, what does Doduo do to us? Does it put us in range for Seismic Toss? Doduo do 44%, let's say. So that'll put us at 33. And then Squirtle's Seismic Toss shouldn't get us. And then can we rest up out of it? Times 3, maybe? Or I could Thunderbolt into a Hyper Beam from Dodrio, which will be close. Yeah. I guess we switch out here. And agility? Because if we can paralyze Squirtle, oh, come on. Oh, the double full para, really? Thought we had it, but we do not have it now for sure. Oh, man. Got us perfectly. Wow, that double para. Yeah, brutal. Brutal stuff. Well, we got very lucky with that freeze there. And letting Chansey go was probably the right move. I mean, Doduo does so much damage to it. I don't know. I don't know if we could have played that much better. I was scared of Executor. So, anyway, we lose game 1. Pretty unfortunate there in the end game. Right? Because Thunderbolt would have knocked him out, and then we would have had enough left to survive the Doduo. Yep. So unfortunate game 1. But now we're on to game 2. We're just shaking it off. And we're going. And we'll see what happens. But yeah, gee whiz. Thinking about this game 1. Choosing Pinsir to get put to sleep. Again, probably the right call. Now he's got Pinsir. Which you don't love to see, but that's fine. We only have one thing faster than No, we have 2 things faster than Pinsir. Okay. Okay. So I guess we'll just Blizzard. Goes for Slash. All right. That does a lot more damage than I'd hoped. Go for a second Blizzard here and maybe freeze him. No freeze. Do a quick check, I guess. If Kabutops Surf gets him, it looks like it might, so we can try that and see. Kabutops Slash actually might also get him. Oh, he knows Submission. Cool. Unfortunate, but what can you do? Don't want to get swept by Pinsir, so we'll see. And we do have an Electric Wall in Nidoqueen and potentially a Fire Wall in Kabutops, but they're both badly damaged now, so unfortunate. Ditto comes out here. Really interesting, in my opinion. 194. We have nothing super effective against it. Can go Clefable into Nidoqueen into Venonat. Maybe? Yeah, maybe. Because he could try to go for the Sing. The thing about transforming into Clefable that's nice is that a lot of Clefable's bulk comes from its health stat, and Ditto doesn't have that health, so no problem there. Nice little sleep here. And can start chipping some things down. Yeah, I don't know about that Pinsir. Because we could have just let Nidoqueen die and then finished Pinsir off with Pidgeot or with Mewtwo or something. I don't know. We'll just go for a Psychic here. It's a nice crit and gets the special drop, which is pretty good, actually. We'll go ahead and paralyze the Chansey, I think. Okay, he'll paralyze us. That's fine. We'll go ahead and fail to paralyze the Ditto that comes out here. Actually pretty curious to see what Yazu chooses to do here. Because it could really easily go out into the Ditto. Could go out into something else. But probably doesn't want something else getting paralyzed either. Yeah. We'll just go for the Psychic a few times. And like Ditto, if it tries to turn into Venonat, we'll get the paralyzed speed as well, so we get a few psychics off. That'll be kind of nice. We do lower the special again, which is great for us. And Chansey's at a point where it might think about recovering up. I don't know. Oh, but he gets a crit, and we get fully paralyzed. What an amazing turn. An amazing turn. I mean, that should have done 15% to us, and instead it does 43%. Come on. Go ahead and chip him down a little bit with Psychic. And the fact that he keeps bopping back and forth makes me think that he's gonna stay in here. Another Chansey crit? Are you kidding me? Well, it's too bad we don't have Double Edge, because that would have been amazing there. But we will chip him a little bit and get to go out into Clefable. Now, Yazu knows that Clefable has Sing because he transformed into him earlier, so we're just kind of hoping Chansey isn't counter Chansey. But it's risky to let Ditto go down too, so trying to figure out the optimal play here might be to switch out into something new and let it get paralyzed. Nope, stays in with Chansey to paralyze us. But now Chansey is in range for our Body Slam, for Kabutops Slash, and for Pidgeot's Double Edge. If we ever don't get fully paralyzed, what is going on with this? Game 1, we got fully paralyzed twice in a row to end the match. Like, we had that pretty well in hand, I thought. And then this one, like, knocking out Chansey would have been huge for us. Granted, we have some physical attackers, but still. Alright, so Yazu does let Clefable knock out the Ditto. Which is a little surprising to me, considering we do have Sing, but that's alright. Yazu probably sends out something. Oh, that's a surprise to me. I was going to say something slow here because it matches up well, but he does know that we don't have Thunder Wave, so maybe banking on that. Pidgeot is slower. Kabutops can survive an attack from Arcanine. So is Body Slam our best bet here? And Sing's really good if it hits, but if it doesn't hit, then it's pretty bad. So I think we just go ahead for the Body Slam. Hope to get the paralysis, or hope to chip Arcanine down into range where Surf would knock him out. But Arcanine is faster than our whole team, so it's a little worrisome. Ooh, good miss. Still no para, though. Well, we are fishing for these paras and getting crits instead. Gee whiz. We're going to just click Surf here, even though Chansey could come out pretty comfortably. Vileplume decides to come out instead. It does knock us out with Mega Drain here. So I think we're going to stay in and Slash. What do you think? Oh, I already have Kabutops. Vileplume. Geez, those full paras against the Chansey. I'm so unhappy about it. Yeah, and the crits to the Venonat too. Yeah, I'm not happy about this. Mega Drain, he'll knock us out for sure. Slash will do a good amount to him. It's kind of a 50-50, right? Like, we could stay in and get put to sleep, which would be the best case scenario. Could switch out. I think switching out is the better play here, because if we stay in and get knocked out, then Vileplume puts anything else to sleep next turn. So something is going to get put to sleep, no matter what. And the question is, do you want something put to sleep and Kabutops knocked out, or do you just want Kabutops knocked out? So because of that, I think switching out is the best play. Now, because I'm playing Yazu, I'm going to stay in and intentionally make what I think is the worst play. Dang. Did not work. Did not work. All right, but that's okay. Because Vileplume can't do a ton to Pidgeot, even if it puts us to sleep, which it does. The real concern now is what's going to happen, because Chansey can handle, yeah, that was the concern, right, was the Arcanine. Chansey could handle the Mewtwo pretty nicely, so it'll definitely let it get paralyzed for sure. We do have to recover up here. Of course, we're fully paralyzed, and now we lose to a Hyper Beam. Amazing. Just amazing. The paralysis hacks in this set have been unbelievable so far. I mean, right, even from the very beginning of Game 1, couldn't paralyze this thing. Granted, like I said, we didn't play great, but we were in position to win if we didn't get fully paralyzed twice in a row, right? If we didn't get paralyzed either of those times, we were in position to win this game. And then this time, same thing. Clefable could have knocked out Chansey. We didn't get any paralysis on the Arcanine with our body slams. Yeah, tough situation. Tough RNG. So here we go into Game 3. Hopefully it's not the last one of this set. We will see. But those full paras are, I mean, devastating. All right, we've got Scyther against Eggy here, and we don't love it, but like, what can we do about it? Not a ton. I think we kind of just have to stay in and get put to sleep, unfortunately. It would have been nice if you missed. Like, you could have missed that attack, you know? We are going to stay in and take the Psychic. We're going to stay in and take the second Psychic. And then we're going to stay in and take... Oh, nope. He's just going to knock us out. Awesome. So we're going to get to go Vulpix here. And Vulpix versus Exeggutor. Fire Blast knocks him out. Flamethrower probably also knocks him out from this range. But we're going to go Blast here because we don't want to reveal Flamethrower. It means that we're not Substitute. Don't want to reveal that yet. We do have Poliwhirl, which might be our win condition here. So the question is whether or not to reveal it at this point, because we could stay out with Vulpix. We are faster than Blastoise. So let's do that one time and see. There we go. All right, that's pretty good. Now 2 Fire Blasts might get him, or could burn him, and then get him. So let's stick with it and see. 24 is the right amount of damage. That's pretty good. Vulpix versus Blastoise. Flamethrower does 16. He's got 16, so we just Flamethrower here. I'm okay reviewing it there after that luck came through for us. It's got a second water type, which is Horsey. Don't love that, so I am going to switch out. Of course, he gets a big crit, but we just got some big crits, so like, no big deal. We missed the Hypnosis, which is not great. But we do get the second Hypnosis, which is good. Horsey versus Poliwhirl. Double Edge is 21 to 24. We've got 24, so might not be able to knock us out. If we Amnesia, we'd have to Amnesia a couple of times. We Amnesia twice. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to switch out to Hitmonlee here and just go for Body Slams, because if he wakes up, the Body Slam could paralyze him. Okay, he didn't wake up. Great. So we'll get the knockout. Eggy comes back out. He probably goes just straight for the Psychic. So we're going to go Body Slam. This should put him in range for Zapdos' Drill Peck as well. We do get the full para, so the luck is switching in our direction now. I'm just checking if Seismic Toss gets him. Does 28. He has 32, so it doesn't get him. So we'll go ahead and get the crit for the knockout. Okay, so the RNG has totally flipped in this one. We are faster than Charmander here, which is nice. Charmander does not one-shot us either, so we're just going to go for Body Slam. Nice crit. He misses the Fire Blast. High Jump Kick knocks him out. Yeah, I mean, for all that I just complained about games 1 and 2, game 3 is turned on its head with the RNG. Yeah. It's the Kicking Fiend. Did I spell fiend correctly? I don't know. We'll go for the high jump kick here. He goes for the freeze. He doesn't get it. We do one-shot him. Persian is here last. He goes for the thunder. And we get him too. Wow. So we get game 3 in a total garbage game. Wow, I mean that was awful. That was really awful. So far we're feeling like all 3 games have been pretty bad. I mean the first one was pretty close, and then we got double full parad, which isn't like super unlikely, but you know, is unlikely. Game 2 was a little more even, but yeah, the full pair at the end when we needed to set up with Mewtwo was tough. Game 3 was just nonsense, total nonsense. And here we are into game 4. We're going to switch out from Pinsir. We don't like it against Goldeen. We're just going to go Shelder here. And we're going to just freeze something solid, I think. I think we're going to go ahead and try to freeze something solid here. Shelder, not the strongest Mon, especially in the special stat. But it's okay. Can freeze something for sure. Hey, let's freeze this Bulbasaur solid. Frozen? No, unfortunate. Bulbasaur is faster than us, though, which is also really too bad. And it's faster than Wheezing as well, which is really too bad. I think... who would you want to come out here to get put to sleep? That's such a tough question. I think the answer is Zapdos because it gets walled so hard by other things. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to switch out to Wheezing here. He might Body Slam, which is fine. But actually, he's Hypno's a point faster, huh? So actually, why don't we go to Fearow in case he does Body Slam here. We want to be ready. He goes to Doduo. Awesome for us. Yes, agree. Awesome for us because we are faster than Doduo. And Doduo cannot paralyze us with Body Slam, which is also great. So we can just go for a nice Drill Peck and get the crit. And then Drill Peck again for the knockout, I think is the plan. Nice big Drill Peck crit here. That is the plan. I wonder if Yazu thought we'd go out into Pinsir there to take on the Bulbasaur. But I guess the hope is kind of that we see enough of his team that we know Pinsir is too fast. That just put Dodrio in double edge range. But a smart switch to Bulbasaur there, so that we get the recoil, but not the knockout on the Doduo. Alakazam comes out, who is faster than us. We'll switch to Hypno. Take the Psychic, no problem. We'll go for the Sleep. And we won't get it. So we'll go for the Sleep again. Jeez. The full paras. They're too real. Nidoran comes out. We miss. We do get to paralyze it, though, which is good. We get to Psychic it once. We'll get to Rest Up once. We'll get to Rest Up once, please. Oh my gosh. Are you serious right now? That's ridiculous. I mean, come on. Wow, that was really brutal. That was insanely brutal. We don't get Nidoran even at +2 with Pinsir, so I think we go Shelter here. And Thunderbolt does half, so we can get a good Surf off. Does half to us. We could Explosion here. I don't see why not. Yeah, I don't see why not. Oh, I can't believe those full paras again. Alakazam gonna come back out here. Maybe? What's our answer if Alakazam does come out? It's probably to check the damage calculator here. So Psychic almost certainly wouldn't two-shot Pinsir. But then Drill Peck would retaliate kill for sure. Then it'd be Wheezing against Goldeen and a Last, which wouldn't be particularly favorable. Well, Fearow would do some damage to Goldeen, and then Wheezing could finish it, maybe. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. Really not sure. So, in that case, I think I will go Pinsir. Goldeen comes out. Goldeen comes out. How is that? That is not great. That is not great, right? Because +2 Pinsir doesn't get Goldeen either, right? Really unlikely. And Goldeen probably two-shots us, so the play is go to Wheezing and blow up, and then Fearow finish him off, I guess. Is that a low roll? Surf does 30 to 35. So we'd have to do 2 more decent rolls, whereas Thunderbolt actually has a good chance to two-shot him. He does get a good roll there, and we get a bad roll. Jeez. Gets a great couple rolls there. So Firo has to come out here. And I think has to click Hyper Beam also. So we do get that. That's one thing, huh? The trouble is, I don't see how we can win at this point without Zapdos waking up. Actually, you know, maybe if we go to Pinsir here, get up Paralysis from the Body Slam, and his last is like, his last can't be a grass type. He already has two things weak to ice. His last is something physically frail that we can one-shot with Hyper Beam, or a Hyper Beam crit or something. Is that the play? Zapdos has not been asleep at all. So I think it's more likely to go Zapdos here. Hope that at first turn wakes up, excuse me. And then we're good to go. Jeez, you know, I was really looking forward to this set a lot because Yazu's so good. And I thought we could make some good plays and really have an awesome series, but you correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like this set has been bad. Yazu made the right play there too. So he's going to agility here. And double edge gets me from this range, so, but if we go to Pinsir, we lose. So I guess we have to, yeah, right, we just lose here. And this is what I'm talking about with Yazu, how good he is, right? So he knew switching out to Doduo there would make sense. The only saving grace was if Zapdos had woken up for us, which it didn't, because he knew our plan, right? Go out into Pinsir and then try to paralyze the Alakazam or something, or one-shot it with Hyper Beam. But he's going to agility now, and I think that ends it, barring a 1 in 256. Yeah, so he does agility there. So we have to Hyper Beam. He doesn't miss. And we lose. Yeah, so that's... Electrode's last. I guess it didn't really matter in that case. We can still hope for the 1 in 256. It is physically frail, so we could still hope for the 1 in 256, and then a critical hit Hyper Beam, and then just a regular Hyper Beam. But nope, we lose pretty handily. And that's that. So I don't know. I mean, you let me know in the comments if we played that wrong or not. But geez, it really just felt to me like we got fully paralyzed every time. We had the right mons in and everything, and we just kept getting fully paralyzed. And if we rested up against the Nidoran here, we would have had Hypno to block the Alakazam. If our Hypnosis had worked, you know, instead of getting fully paralyzed, or if it had hit the second time, so just, yeah, it didn't. Yazu definitely beat us and played well. I highlighted that particular turn of the Doduo switch, but like, I don't know that we were particularly outplayed. We just lost. You let me know in the comments, though. Maybe we were, and I'm not seeing it. So that'll be helpful for me as we get ready for week 4 of the 5-week tournament. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.